everybody, it's Hexa, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about something that I haven't talked about on my channel before, and that is the law of attraction. I actually wasn't going to film a video today, but then I watched some motivational videos about habits of successful people and that kind of stuff, and I figured, you know, if I really want to be successful on YouTube, I need to be filming every time I can, and even though it's a little bit too late to be using the natural lighting outside, this video doesn't really require great lighting, so let's just jump into it. I've actually filmed this video before, but I wasn't entirely happy with it. It was a little bit too long, so I'm gonna try to condense it a little bit and yeah, hopefully this one turns out better than the last. I'd like to start this video off with a disclaimer, and that is that the law of attraction is part of my personal spiritual beliefs. If you don't believe in the law of attraction, that's totally fine. If you're part of a different religion, I would maybe recommend sticking around anyways, because the law of attraction is something that can be tailored to fit different religions. So what is the law of attraction? The law of attraction is pretty much the belief that what you think about, you bring about. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. There's a lot of these quotes that kind of go along with it, but it's basically centered around the idea that whatever it is that you are thinking on a regular basis is what you are attracting into your life. So if you're thinking, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am loved, that health, wealth, and love is already on its way. It will be yours. In fact, it's already yours. It just hasn't been delivered yet. You know, it's like you've ordered something on eBay and it's already coming. It's already yours. It just hasn't reached you yet. On the flip side, if you're constantly thinking you're sick, you're tired, you're poor, and nobody loves you, and your relationships are all terrible, that's what you're gonna get. That is what you're gonna attract into your life. That's what you're gonna continue to have. Whatever it is that you have already, if you're not grateful for it, you're just gonna have less and less, because I can guarantee there's someone out there who has less than you do, whose relationship is worse than yours, and you are the deciding factor. Your thoughts are the deciding factor between whether you become that person who has even less than you have now, or if you become somebody who has everything that they could possibly want. So how does the law of attraction actually work? The concept of it is extremely easy and extremely simple to grasp. All you need to do is learn to take control of your thoughts and shift them into a positive frame of mind. So that means stop focusing on the lack and what you don't have, and start being grateful for all the things that you do have. And if you do choose to think about the things that you want and you don't have yet, don't think about them in terms of, I want money, I want a girlfriend, I want this, I want that. Think about it as if it's already yours. Think, I am rich. I am in a wonderful relationship. I live in an amazing house. Because the whole phrasing of I want, I want, I want only magnifies the feeling of lack. You know, if you had it, you wouldn't want it. So stop wanting it. Believe that you already have it. Spend 10 minutes every day before bed just lying there and thinking about your perfect life. Just close your eyes and drift away into this wonderful daydream and fill it up with all of your senses and all of your emotions. You know, you can't just be saying that you believe it. You have to be able to put yourself in a frame of mind where you genuinely believe it, where you feel like you are living that moment, where you feel all the emotions of having that amazing experience and that amazing life. Because your subconscious mind does take retraining. Nobody is really taught about the law of attraction from a young age, and that's why a lot of us have these preconceived notions, these preconceived, pre-solidified negative thoughts and negative thought patterns and habits of thinking that are keeping us in a place of poverty, in a place of lack and depression. So it's really about retraining your brain. It is a placebo effect. Your entire life, in terms of the law of attraction, is a placebo effect. There's already a lot of great research that proves that the placebo effect works. Basically, sick people are given a placebo, which is something that, you know, looks like medicine but isn't. And when they start taking it, they start feeling better, even though it's not actually designed to make them feel better, but because they are thinking positively and believing that that pill is going to make them better, they put themselves in a frame of mind where their body really does begin to trick itself into recovering and healing itself, which is really, really amazing and really proves how powerful the human mind is. However, the thing is that the human mind has just as much power to do bad as it does to do good. So if you're letting yourself constantly think about the negatives of your life, that's what you're gonna get more of. Do you ever notice that when you worry that something bad is going to happen and you obsess over that bad thing happening, it usually does happen? Why is that? Because you're worrying about it. Because you're letting yourself visualize that negative event unfolding. Stop thinking of placebo as being something that only controls your physical body. Placebo is something that can control your entire life. That is the law of attraction, in essence, is a magnified version of the placebo effect. I like to think of this as being an adaptation of Newton's third law. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. And when Newton talked about this, he was referring to forces, you know, like push and pull. What I like to think of it as is that your thoughts are the action. You know, your thoughts are what you are creating in your mind and you're putting out. You're sending out a frequency, you're sending out a vibration, and that vibration returns like a boomerang in the physical world. So when you put out that thought that today I'm going to come across $10 randomly, if you truly believe that, if you truly believe in that $10 and you can see it in your mind's eye and you can visualize the way that it smells, the way that it feels in your hand, the way that it sounds when you crinkle it, and if you can imagine what you're going to spend that $10 on, it's going to come to you. A lot of people start getting into the law of attraction and then they get discouraged because it's not working. But like I said, you've got a lot of preconceived subconscious thoughts that are pulling you down, and those take time to retrain. It takes time to retrain your brain. If you've been believing something your entire life, you're not going to be able to change it like that. It takes time and it takes effort, it takes building. You know, you're going to have to start small and build up and start manifesting bigger and bigger things with more intention. So if it doesn't work for you the first week or the first month, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't stress yourself out and don't give up. Keep pushing it. Keep pushing yourself and really, really stay in a positive frame of mind, because I can promise it is coming. And whenever you bring something good into your life while you are trying to get better at using the law of attraction, really, really feel grateful for it. Feel extremely grateful for all of the little things. There are plenty of beggars in the world who are living happily, and there are plenty of millionaires who are depressed. And the difference between those people, the reason why the people who have the very least can feel the very happiest, is because of their mindset. And the reason why people who have the very most can still feel like crap is because they're not being grateful. What's the point of being an actor who gets paid millions of dollars per movie if you're not grateful for that? If you're constantly thinking, I hate this job, I'm so tired all the time, I don't like this movie, I don't like my co-stars, I don't like the people I'm working with. If you're thinking thoughts like that, of course your life is going to be shit, and it doesn't matter how much money you have. Human beings are flawed in the sense that sometimes we think we know what we want, but what we want isn't actually what's going to make us happy. Don't get me wrong, your desires probably will make you happy most of the time, but if you're not going to feel grateful for them, there's no point wanting them and there's no point receiving them, because if that gratitude is lacking, you're going to go through your entire life saying, I want more, 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 more. Nothing is going to be enough. You could be reaching a point in your life when you have everything you have ever wanted, but if you're not grateful for that, and if you don't wake up every single day and think, how lucky am I to have all of these amazing things in my life, you're going to continue going through your life with a feeling of lack and poverty. So those are kind of the baselines of how the law of attraction works. I wanted to quickly mention how I first got into this, and most people got into the law of attraction with The Secret documentary or the book by Rhonda Byrne. I actually first bumped into it with the book The Magic, which is also by Rhonda Byrne. She has like a whole series of books on the law of attraction and gratitude and stuff. And The Magic is a 28-day practice of gratitude and manifestation and using the law of attraction. So step by step, every single day, you learn a new practice or a new technique or a new habit to develop. And a big part of it is to write down 10 things every single day that you are grateful for. The first time I tried to read it, I was in a place where I was very, very depressed and I wanted to feel sorry for myself. Like I was listening to depressing music and I was wearing a lot of black and I wasn't going out with friends and I was being very negative and I was kind of just like taking some time to wallow in self-pity. So the first time I tried to read that book, I hated it. Within like 10 pages, I dropped it and I was just like, this is some bullshit. Which, of course, I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready to receive that information. I wasn't ready to absorb that positive energy that is, you know, within the pages of that book. So if you're going to start this journey, start it when you feel ready. Start it when you are in a place in your life where you want to make positive change. You have to genuinely want a positive change, genuinely believe that you can make a positive change, and that is when you know that you're going to be ready to embark on this journey. Because the second time that I read The Magic and I was in a slightly better place emotionally, I did great. Like, I kept up with it and I really truly enjoyed it. The practices were working for me and I was seeing how my life was improving and I was manifesting these little things every day that would make me happy. I would also definitely recommend looking into The Secret, which is actually the first book in the series. Personally, I actually liked the documentary more than the book. I found the book, I mean, the book was also really good, but it was a little bit repetitive. So I preferred the documentary just because it was more visual and they had a lot of special guests talking about their personal stories and their personal journeys, which I thought was really awesome. So that is where you can go for a little bit more information on this, a little bit more of an in-depth look on the law of attraction. I also wanted to mention how this can be adapted for different religions because when I think of the law of attraction, I'm thinking that it is the universe serving me, but you can think of it as God, you can think of it as fate or destiny, whatever it is that suits you. It's the same basic concept, you know. The bottom line is that whoever is giving you the things that you have in your life, whoever is giving you gifts, whether it's the universe or God or fate, destiny, or whatever, that entity deserves gratitude. That entity deserves a thank you. And that's why when you don't have gratitude, your quality of life deteriorates because, you know, if you gave somebody a present, even if it was something small, and they didn't say thank you, would you give them a present again? Probably not. So that's how you need to think of this as well. If you're going to be using the law of attraction to ask for things and to believe that you will receive them and to manifest them, always, always, always remember to express your gratitude. Otherwise, whatever entity it is that is serving you and giving you these amazing gifts, if you don't learn to appreciate it, it's going to get frustrated, it's going to be upset and say, you know what? If you're not going to say thank you that I gave you these things, I'm not going to give you anything anymore. So always be wary and mindful of that. If you're going to use the law of attraction and you successfully manifest things into your life, never, ever, ever forget to say thank you. Feel the gratitude. Write it down in a gratitude journal. I think that's something amazing that you can do, and it's always a lot of fun to look over your gratitude journal and just remember how many amazing and positive things you have in your life that maybe you sometimes forget that you have. So I have started a 30-day law of attraction / manifestation challenge. I'm going to be documenting my experience and, you know, what I managed to manifest and what works, what doesn't, good days and bad days and all that stuff. I'm going to be splitting it into maybe 4 or 5 videos just so that it doesn't get too long, since I am trying to film daily updates. But yeah, I highly recommend that you guys try to embark on this journey with me. It's amazing how things start to change when you begin to think positively. And even if you don't believe in the law of attraction, even though I do, I'm just going to put this out there. Is thinking about things in a negative light going to make them turn out better? No. So why not at least think of them in a positive light, because that's more fun than thinking about it negatively. Using the law of attraction is literally just so much fun. You get to spend so much of your time just daydreaming about all of the amazing things that you want in your life. So why not try it? Like, what's the worst that can happen? That you spend a bit too much time daydreaming? Well, so be it. At least that makes you feel good. I strongly believe in the law of attraction. I think I've been using it wrong for quite a long time now, which would explain why I have anxiety. So that's really why I decided to start using the law of attraction again, is just to bring myself up to that positive vibration and begin to really manifest the positive things in my life again. If you have any questions about the law of attraction, please leave them down below, and if you have any suggestions or ideas or requests for future videos on this topic, also leave them down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more, and you can donate to my Patreon down below to support me and my channel. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!